Yay. Okay. Uh-huh. We are indeed live? Yes. Ha. Ah, live. Very much live. Uh-huh. Stream. Yes. Just make sure I type all that out. All that. Yes. Yes, I am streaming very nicely. It's a very nice stream. Uh-huh. Yes. Just waiting for people to join the stream. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yes. Yeah, just telling all my friends about it now that it's live. Hey, I'm streaming. Boom. There we go. Uh-huh. Yes. Shamelessly self-promoting myself everywhere. Yes. Oh, this one doesn't have the same. Streaming again. Yes. Huh. Yes. Very much so. Okay. We got all our things down? Got all things going? Yep. Uh-huh. We got our first viewer. Nice. Hello, welcome to the stream. I am Frank, and as you can tell by the title, I should probably say improving myself. It's a very long title. There we go. Improving myself and my manga. My manga skills. Essentially, it's a video idea I had more so for like a streaming series / video series where I pretty much go through each month addressing a skill that I lack or need to improve on a lot in order to get myself more confident in drawing manga without necessarily worrying about not having the skills necessary to make one. So each month will have their theme. This month's theme is environments. So it's month 1, day 1. I was planning on doing this like starting next month, but then more I thought about it, it's like if I want things to change, if I want things to improve, I might as well start them now. This is more obvious when it comes to other things I want to improve. Pretty much throughout the year, I'll be also focusing on 2 life skills, or 2 life things, to help me improve mentally. Because as you might be able to tell from my vlog videos, I'm a very, 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 very sad boy. I try to make light of it at times, but it's something I need to properly address and just stop ignoring or just pretending it will just go away. And it's been getting in the way for a long time. I am 23 years old now, and I thought I'll be like done with at least one manga series by this point in terms of like making it. Like generally a short one, obviously, but like, yeah, I thought I'd be way further on than I was where I am now, and that's all because I've been ignoring my mental health issues. So that's like the second long-term goal for the year. So after 12 months, I will be essentially working on trying to relearn how to enjoy drawing manga again by addressing various things about my life and just trying to better it and stuff like that. And these streams will help me kind of keep up with keep on doing it and not drop it. I'm not expecting myself to work super hard every day. I can't do that. I know that. But eventually I want to be able to, by the end of the year, to be able to draw every single day and be able to enjoy it. That's the kind of goal I'm working at. The second life skill I want to do, which is what we're going to be starting with the stream for today, it's going to be rather simple. This one's definitely going to be like mainly off-stream stuff, but I'm just going to kind of show you my progress as I go. And that is learning Japanese. As you can see, this is my poorly handwritten hiragana sheet. I just essentially Wikipedia'd hiragana. The thing with me learning, I'm autistic, of course, so I can learn things fairly fast, but they don't typically stick. So I have to devise of a way to learn something or learn essentially Japanese while making it stick. I'm pretty sure if I went the traditional methods, paid for classes and stuff like that, I can learn a lot of burst knowledge, but a lot of that's not going to stick with me. And I know this because from school, that's always been my problem. Certain things stick with me, other things don't, and it takes a long time for me to just learn one thing properly. This was definitely the case for math. Plus, with the lack of using math, I just kind of forgot a lot of math skills. But yeah, so I'm essentially the way I'm going to, like, my way is trying to kind of learn a language a bit backwards. Usually, most people start learning the language, any language, through the spoken aspect. For me, that's not going to work because I definitely know that from English. And in English, one of my weakest skills is my grammar and my generally reading and writing skills. So that's actually something I want to specifically improve on, and I think helping learning a second language would help me do that. Like, and specifically learning the written part first. And in case you don't know, Japanese has three different parts to its written part of its language. There are hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Kanji is a shared character set, I believe, with the Chinese language. With that, essentially, those are the characters that are the words in one letter, you can say, and they have two syllabaries, the hiragana and the katakana. What makes a syllabary different from an alphabet is that in an alphabet, each letter represents a sound, while in a syllabary, every single character represents a syllable. For example, this one right here, the K and A, or ka, is normally we would spell it with a K and an A, two letters or two characters. In Japanese, that would just be one character. That would be just ka. And yeah, and some combinations, specifically the ones with the Y A Y U and Y O combined to make different sounds, like Kia. I think that's how you say it. The pronunciations I'm going to be really bad at for a long time, and especially how the letters look or characters look. I'm definitely going to call them letters a lot because they're effectively the letters of Japanese. But yeah, but if you want to get technical about it, they're the syllabary or character set and stuff like that. These are function marks, which I forget what these two do. But the double line and the circle represent different sounds. Like if you put the double line next to the K sounds, it becomes the ga line of them. So yeah, so basically, I tried doing this back in March, but I lost a lot of motivation. Mainly because I was really depressed at the time. It had nothing to do with actually learning this. I just wasn't keeping up with it. So that's more of an issue with me rather than the method. So what I'm essentially going to do on stream here is just rewrite the entire syllabary here and rewrite all these combos along with the names underneath. Yeah. And you can see how terribly I write some of these letters or characters because with them, I don't do them in stroke order a lot of the time. So that's something to look forward to. So K, G, S, Z, T, D, N, H, B, P, M, Y, R, W. So yeah, you technically don't need to write down the Z, the Z, D, B, P parts because they're just modifications of other characters, but it just helps me remember that they exist, which is an important thing. I'm just gonna put the function marks over here. N, I think, technically counts as a function mark, but it's also its own like its own little like syllable, like So if you see like N of like a word, like let's say Pokemon, that N at the end is its own syllable. So it's Pokemon. Well, this technically would be written in katakana because it's technically two mashed together English words. So this wouldn't be written in hiragana. What does the hiragana N look like? Katakana N look like? Because katakana is used for foreign words. I know that. And katakana. Just go. No. Katakana. There we go. I spoke katana by accident. I feel really dumb. Okay, so the N in katakana would look like that. Yeah, I'm just focusing on hiragana for right now. Then I'll do katakana, and once I both memorize both of them in terms of just making sure that I'm not being the stupid, then I'll start trying to learn words properly, and I can write them down in Japanese, so that I can it will help me remember it more, and hopefully give me a much stronger foundation to learn the language. I know it's a really weird kind of backwards way of doing things, and I'm totally willing to change it if it doesn't work. But I have to first stick to it to see if it does work, type of thing. So yeah. I'm gonna also pull up the hiragana. There's a stroke order thing. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna try writing this down in stroke order. So we're gonna go with a. So you go a line like that. No, it's kind of hard to see because I don't want to feel like messing with the camera constantly. Then like that. Then like that. Then E. U. E. And O. I, E, U, E, O. Then we're gonna. That's. Ka. Ki. This one's a little bit squished. Cool. Okay. Cool. Then the ga versions are just the same thing, so a line there and then like two lines there. So that's ga. Ki. Cool. I know the little lines are like in the little like ku part. Okay. Or yeah, cool. We're gonna go with our S's. So sa. This one tricks ya. The SI is she with a with an H. So yeah, don't get tricked. Su. Uh, Se. So. Sa, shi, su, se, so. Then we do the Z versions. Ze. I'm not sure this is like Z, like with an H, or it's just Z, like just Z-I, no, Z-H-I type of deal. I'm not sure. I think it's just Z. Z. Zu. Ze. Zo. Then we move to T's. One thing that helps me remember the first T one is that it actually has like a little T in it. So it's ta, chi. So yeah, it's like she, but it's, sounds kind of like that. Chi, C-H-I. Chi. Su. This is another tricky one. It has a S sound in it. Su. Not sure I'm pronouncing these right again. Just saying. I'm less so teaching and more so trying to explain what's my thought process behind this. I hope that like makes sense. And it's not stupid cringy. So that's te. To. Yeah. Da, chi, tsu, te, to. Da. Bring that one backwards. D. Do. De. Do. This is gonna be na. Na. Ni. This one looks like a pretzel. No. This one's really hard to write. Nah. And no. There's no variations for N, so we go to the H's. Yeah, so it's gonna be ha, he. I remember how this one looks because this is like the symbol for hiragana. Wait, no, you gotta go more in. Yeah. Okay. This is one of the tricky ones. This one's called fu. It's basically a 5 with its arms out. He. Just looks like that. And then ho. And the H's have two variations. They have both the this and a circle. The B's are the dash line versions. So doop, 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 doo, doop, doo, doo. Ba, bee, boo, ba, bo, pa, bee, boo, ba, bo. I think I did it that way. Then we go to our M's. M's also have no variations. Ma. I am a bit hungry. That's ma, me. This one's really hard to write. You have to kind of go like that. That's weird. Moo. This one also looks like a pencil. Meh. And then Y's only have 3. What's the first one on that? That's a weird way of doing it. So it's this line first, then this little line, and that little line. Huh. Weird. Then you. And then yo. No, wait, make that little line first, then the whole thing. We go to our ra. That's just 5. Ra's 5. Re. I'm gonna put a little bit more under. It's like a reverse E, but the sizes are opposite. We get ourselves a Ru. Re. And a. Wait. Yeah. Raw. Okay, on my practice sheet, I only have original practice sheet. I only have 2 of the was. Why did I do that? Oh, because Wikipedia says they're not used. We can learn them anyway. No problem. It's a no problem. So we got ourselves a wa. Down. That's wa. We. Yeah. There's no ooh version. Okay, now I know. This one's very complicated looking. This one's a roller coaster. Wait. Do woo. Do. Look at that squiggly. And then whoa. Okay. There we go. Now time to write the combo stuff. Just make sure I got all my combos. Oh, I actually didn't write down some combos. Oops. Oop. Okay. Okay, let's just start from the chop. Chop. So let's start with Kia. So it's do with that's Kia. Well, I completely messed that one up. So that's Kia. Q. Kyo. Next up is our. Just write these. Is Sha. Shu. Sure. Anyone even watching this? Yeah. Nice. Thank you. Sure. I swear we'll get to the environments at some point. We're just currently doing this because I need to do this. It's probably gonna be the only time I do this on stream. I was planning like, oh, I'm gonna do this start of every single stream and stuff like that. No, this is gonna take way too long. I'm gonna do it before every single stream and show you a new sheet every single time. I think that'll be a much better way of showing it, rather than having you have to stick with it. No, that's not the proper way to write with that one, but I don't care. Like this one. That's much easier for me to do it. That's cha chu cho. Cha chu cho. We get our nya. Nya. Alright, this one. Wait, did I even do that part? But I don't know. That is ya, yo. Yeah. Yo. Next up is. Oh, I'm not writing the very. Right. I didn't do that. I'll just write next to it. The GZDBP versions. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Oopsie daisy. That's what we're calling oopsies. Professional, non-professional, oopsie. Okay. Yeah, you, yo. Yeah. I need to practice this one a lot. the yeah, Rio. Yeah, Rio. Okay, let's write down the other function marks. Okay, that one. Wait, no, I made two. So this one says it indicates a germinate consonant. Okay, so just a longer consonant. This does something. Replicates an unvoices syllable. Oh. Not sure what that means. Again, let's do our gas. So. That worked, that one. So it's got you. This part of the paper's rigged. Bubbly. Oh, there we go. This one pressed it. Is Ja Ju Jo. Ja Ju Jo. Okay, the D version is also Ja? Okay, I'm still gonna write it. I'm a bit confused, to be honest. Wait, I've been writing this wrong this entire time. Wait, have I? No, I have. Yes. Yeah. No, I looked at the wrong character for a second. I'm like, what? Did I write this all wrong? Stupidity. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask someone about this. Unless Wikipedia's wrong. Wikipedia, the best learning source. Not really. But it works for me. It's probably like the most American thing I just said. Like, oh, it's a very inaccurate source. Oh, but it worked for me. Right, gotta put the little marks. Yeah. You. Yo. Okay, we did it. Yay. We can finally get to the actual drawing. Yeah, so there's an extra sheet of paper. Okay, I'm gonna use papers properly. The exact order I did them in. Put my graph paper to the side. We can finally use some copy paper. Let's just throw a sheet onto here. Yes. I'm just using a clipboard just so it look some more interesting going on in the background here. Yeah, so let's zoom out a bit. Or zoom in? No. There we go. Yes, so we can actually start focusing on practicing environment stuff. So, one of my biggest personal issues when it comes to drawing environments in general is that I have a very hard time just figuring out where should I even start type of thing. And that's one of the most intimidating things for environments for me. And because of that, I tend to get really harsh on myself. Oh yeah, I have this music prepared and I haven't even been playing it. Basically, relaxing Minecraft music. Might not hear it yet. It's a bit quiet. I've been trying to mess around with volume levels a bit. So yeah, when it comes to environments, it's just very hard to figure out like where do I start with aside from the the obvious horizon line. Like yeah, I know to start with the horizon line. You know what? There's a much better background to this that we can use. I rarely use it. I bought this for a reason, and I'm going to use it. My light table. Well, it's not going to be plugged in, but like, hey, light table. Just something more visually interesting. Plus, I can get to move the paper a bit more freedom. And we got some measuring. That's nice. So we just line up 2 corners here. Yep, and we get the rough. So a piece of copy paper is roughly 28 centimeters and more than 20 centimeters long. Okay. Let's turn down the music actually a little bit. Just a tad. Because, I tend to mumble and speak very quietly and stuff like that. So yeah, when it comes to just learning how to draw environments, it's just very difficult. So let's, you know what, just as a base, let's start drawing from the mind, which is never the best idea when learning anything. So I'm gonna take out my T paper. I'm gonna take this thing down a bit. Just know what I'm saying. Just kind of stick it on here. Take it off. Make it loose a bit. Stick. That's a pro tip. Little pro tip. Pro tip. Stick your tape onto something first. Especially if it's like Scotch tape. Before you actually put it on your paper. This will weaken the glue enough where you can take it off a lot more easily. Yeah. Carry the little piece. There we go. Not sure if this is completely. There we go. See, it just takes off the paper super easily. Oh man, it's amazing. It's absolutely great. Yeah, I'm also trying to figure out good just drawings up in general for this. I should take it closer to the edge so it actually completes the line. You live, you learn. Okay, let's take out my mechanical pencil with red lead in it because I found some red lead in my room. You know, let's just start with a... No, let's do big. Let's go nuts. And just complete the line with this ruler because we need the straight line. Okay, to keep it simple, let's do like one that's 1 point perspective. Since we're 11 inches, that'll be 5.5 center. Well, it'll be a good 1 point perspective drawing for us to do. Thinking, you know, doing the hard things, the very hard things. Let's do a hallway. Yeah. I'm gonna hit both the corners. Okay, weird thing. I'm really bad at using rulers. I know that sounds really dumb, but I'm actually legit garbage at using rulers. That's the corner. I'm gonna hit these corners. Minecraft music's so relaxing. Like, hot damn. Let's say this is the end. And the hallway is going to be a little bit tall. So that means we want the vertical lines to... do a T-square is amazing. I love this thing. I absolutely love it. That means we want our perspective lines to actually go here. Sorry for constantly knocking the ruler. Yeah, so let's ignore these lines. Okay, so it's a tall hallway. It's not just ignoring them, it's erasing them. Good practices, good practices. This one's a little bit louder. There we go. I think that works. I'm trying to balance it between my regular audio and like the natural static of the microphone. I think I'm getting that right. I think. I don't know. We'll see how it looks at the end. The power of using of T-square. I like that. I like T-square. Really? Oh man, broke the tip. I don't have a lot of red lead at the moment. I just ordered some more because I figure I'm going to be doing a lot more traditional drawing and stuff. I'm a bit low on money, personally. But that's COVID for you. I do have a Ko-fi, if anyone's interested. Okay, so this hallway. Don't need to see these lines because they're not important. Okay, let's say the hallway kind of splinters off to here. That means we want to draw these lines vertically from there. They actually don't meet the line, so. That'll be that. Let's say there's a door right here. Since this is going to be a door, we're going to want to draw a figure. Okay, so let's say our figure is here. And that's our eye line. So since this is our eye line, I'm going to put our figure here. So it's 13.5 to 4, which basically makes it. I think it'd be just easier if I just went like this. Sure, we're from around there. Yeah, like I said, this is gonna be a tall hallway. Thing looking from behind a bit. Since our door is going to be here, door to door. And their headline is here, right? So like, that's going to be their headline. And I want the door to be slightly tall. So roughly around there. It's going to be a big door. That and ruler. Slightly tall. Box. Usually in these kind of hallways, doors are symmetrical. So we're gonna realign this bad boy up. One right. at this. Perspectives, easy. Yay. One thing about this red lead that I have is that it's fairly just visually guessing there. This red lead's fairly weak, I would say, or it drains pretty fast, so. Starting to look pretty 3D. It's kind of hard to see on your angle. My apologies, but it's starting to look pretty 3D. If I say so myself and all that. And yep, yeah. I need to make sure this thing stops sliding around. Like, it does have like rubber feet at the back, but they feel more like plastic. This was a cheap one. So yeah, so that's gonna be the doors. There's probably gonna be like a little like kind of like a little shelf here, I would imagine, for like decoration. That's, yeah. I think we could probably freehand it, but no, I wanted to use this ruler as much as possible. No getting lazy with this. Yeah, a little bit back a bit more. A little bit back a bit more. So yeah, it would be right there. Erase this bit. Okay. Yeah, so just like a little shelf there. Yeah, I'm gonna make the shelf taller, just so I don't have to draw that little itty bitty of extra perspective there, because I don't want to draw the top of it. So it's gonna be a bit taller. Long. We're gonna divide it into like this, that way. So we can put this back here at our, it's like the center brackets of that. Just eyeballing these details because I need to not think about it too much. Because if I think about it too much, then I start having issues, and it's just like, why would I do this to myself? That I'll freehand because that's really tiny. It's one shelf. I guess I could just make this like dark. Have lines in there that generally indicate what's going on in there, but just kind of a bit of shading like that, so we don't have to like add too much detail. Add like a little sheen and stuff to it. Yeah. Move my mic a little bit forward to my face, just so that hopefully you can hear me just a tiny bit clearer. Tiny bit. Let's have. That's what I'm doing here. Just making like a little like shelf kind of thing. Go. I think one thing I'll also do is yeah, I think that would that be how it's proportioned? Yeah, I think that would be how it's proportioned. So we go here, there. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Okay, there we go. So those are like the little railing stuff. Not railing. What do you call the stuff that is at the bottom of the wall too? The bezel. Bezel. Let's add more detail to this floor. First, I'm gonna measure this floor out. Okay, so about, I'd say like 10.5 inches across here. So let's go 1 inch in here. So now be 1 inch in here. Part of this is also the design process of this room. So that's another thing. This I'm just gonna kind of visually guesstimate. This obviously wouldn't be here because it's a door. It's gonna be a door. Yeah. How long have I been going for? How long? About an hour. I'll give it another hour. Yeah, this again, like mostly these vlog stream kind of things are just gonna be more just going over the like what I've been doing, you know, practicing stuff like that. Probably what I'm gonna do, like with the Japanese I showed earlier, it's like obviously I barely even know the hiragana, so I'm just gonna probably write that out several times, just to really beat it in my head kind of thing. Yeah, okay. What's that bezels to doors? This seems like a good enough bezel. Good enough bezel. And just measure it because symmetry, because this is obviously a fancy place that values its symmetry. Probably like that. Draw the perspective. Oops. If I hold a ruler like this, it holds a lot better, but my hands also cramp a lot more. I think I actually want it a little bit lower. Having it just like a hint lower will help. Oh yeah, I like that a lot better. So let's remeasure it on this side. Would anyone care about this level of symmetry? And like let's say if this was like a manga panel, obviously it'll be like significantly less detailed because it wouldn't, even on like manuscript paper, it wouldn't be this big. Like it straight up wouldn't be this big. Did not draw that quickly. My mind's playing tricks on me. I think. Put a painting right here. Yeah, I'm gonna draw the horizontal lines first. gonna be like a stupid tall painting. Like this is a painting of like the person who owns this place. It's not that stupid. It's pretty square, I guess. Alright. So we've got our little camp on it. I'm gonna draw like another like vase over here. Maybe a big vase. I need to figure out what I can freehand and what I can't freehand. You know, it's like kind of like this trophy thing here. Very proud of. I made like a little box. Little trophy thing, little box. Let's erase this bit. This is another thing. I have really bad tunnel vision, so I need to figure out how to like negate that. You know? You know what this person's made? Puffy shoulders. they're just kind of contemplating life right now. That's what they're kind of doing. It's like they got work to do. They got a cleaning bucket. They're like, why do I work for this guy? Yeah, she's specifically looking this way. She's like, why do I work? Yeah. Oh, is this cat? Oh, it's been a while since listening the records. The portrait has like kind of like a rounded boundary. It's all fancy. This guy like a big pompadour. I guess this one would be a rug if she has a mop. This would be a tile. You know what? Let's do that. Let's make it a tile. Just add a lot more texture to things. Hopefully, start solidifying this drawing a bit more. Okay, let's measure this out. So the centerpiece is going to have its own like tile design. So 8.5, 4.25. 4.25 is 2 1/8. Equivalent side. You know, I can't brain. I really can't brain right now. Two and an eighth. Right. Yeah. I think. This should still keep going either way. Right, because that was a guideline earlier. draw our horizontal range. I really would not know the mathematics of this. That would be A line. How would you math this out, like, to make it look even? Do you just eyeball it? Is it just eyeballing it? It's probably just eyeballing it. Realistically, that's probably like what people do. Wait. If you... No, that would be... No, those to be issues with perspective. Fuck me. Just gotta extend these boys out. Like, it's definitely filling out. It's definitely filling out. It would be like a tiny bit of space underneath the doors, right? Because, you know, you don't want the door doing all the scratchies on the nice tile floor. I'm just gonna eyeball this on both doors. I'm not gonna bother. No, my lead. No. You snapped on me like that. Like, yeah. Just did that. What should the door look like? I'm gonna base it off my door. My room. That's what I'm gonna do. So it's gonna be like a little space here. A little space here. And it's gonna be like space here. Bit of space here. And then we're gonna match that. I'm definitely gonna match this at least. I make that right? About the 8 t square. Let's see. Close enough. Yeah. Next. Yay. Probably could T squared that, but whatever. Could it? Wait, did I draw the doors a lot bigger? I think I did. Or I drew them originally smaller, but then I drew them bigger. No stupid reason. Okay. Okay. Maybe we simply fix what's in line work. Okay, so my original intended size was that. Okay, so I just make another vertical line. But you see what I'm going for, right? Like the two indents and stuff. Wait, no. Oh, this looks so bad. I gotta stop being self-critical. The whole point is that I'm learning. I'm just learning. Stop being critical, Frank. Just do the drawing. This is also one of the reasons why I think a lot of people hate guidelines at first, because this gets kind of messy. Okay. Let's start drawing things in gray. See how that all works. Okay. Just so we can. Not super accurate, maybe, but not the point. Not the point of learning. Not the point of learning today. That could be another day. I could probably add a lot more detail to this, but whatever. Just gotta not think about it. Just gotta not think about it. Draw some impressionistic detail here to get the impression that these are nice and wonderful flowers. We're not drawing individual petals, we're just going at it with some circles, some jagged lines, and boom, it reads as flower. Ha ha! Isn't that magic? Because these doors need some handles, so. Okay, so I imagine since roughing in, rougher in. Boom, we got some handles. See how magic that is? Yeah. Hyping myself up. Trying to hype myself up. It's not working. care about me now. Open webcam. Like some people, like the author of Apple Black, Odente, like he's just able to, like, I seen him like in his videos where he says, "Oh, I just rough in the backgrounds with freehand and then I use ruler," and I'm like, you absolute mad lad, you what? You rough in the backgrounds with freehand? What? And they look good too. Well, obviously they still look rough, but like, dang. Like, that's like insane to me. Like, that's insane. I think that video was like a while ago too. So like that was like, I want to say like 3 years back when he made that video, when he was talking about how he makes backgrounds and stuff. 3 years ago. 2017 was, or 2018 specifically, was not a good year for me, I would say. Because I had a lot of free time in my hands and I did like nothing with it. And it's like, it's one of those things where it's like you think about it too much and then you get like some cost fallacy stuck in your head. It's like, oh, I didn't do anything now, why should I do anything? Yeah. Or didn't do anything then, why should I do anything now? Type of thing. I'm just wasting my life. I'm a waste of space type of thing. And that's obviously really bad to think and stuff like that. And don't think like that. That's bad. It's very bad for you. Very bad. Stop thinking that. And again, like I said in the beginning of the stream, I thought I'll be like, maybe not necessarily successful, but like productive. But I'm just a sad boy who just ignores his problems because he just wants them to go away. But adulthood is a lie, is essentially what I'm trying to say. Just because you're an adult does not mean you just emotionally become better. That's not how it works. Not in the tiniest, not in the most microscopic bit possible. It's nothing of the sorts. But a lot of adults tend to think that is, so thus they get really snooty about everything and act like they have their life sorted when they really don't, and then they chop everything up to talent because, oh hey, I can't do this immediately, so it must be talent. No, it's not. You're just a lazy ass person. Like, you're just lazy. Like, you lazy person. I think I'll still use the T-square for the vertical lines, just because it's fast to line stuff up. But you know what I'm saying? Pretty sure you know what I'm saying. My cat needs me. BRB. I am back. Welcome back to the stream, where I talk about how adulthood is a complete and utter lie. You're mature or you're not mature. There's no pretending. Oh, this way. Okay, I like myself some Minecraft music, but whoever put this like mix together, it's like the volume keeps changing a lot. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Now I'm just in a complaining mood. I'm just complaining for the sake of complaining because I'm frustrated and sad. But I'm going to acknowledge it, so I'm just not just, being stupid. I might as well draw like the little like hinges. Little hinge there. I guess a little hinge here. A little hinge here. A little hinge here. See how it makes sense? There's little hinges there. You know what I'm saying? The more I look at it, the more intimidated I get. But that's fine. That's how I felt like about drawing about bodies first. And look at that. I just kind of roughed in a body right there. Honestly, the bucket has like little joints here, so it's like a little bit leaning and stuff. So it's like, yeah. I guess that's pretty obvious, but whatever. You see, yeah, let's put like a little note there. It's a big broom. Take a drink. Sticky on my wall. Go that way. Yeah. I don't know. What do you people think about it? To my one concurrent viewer. Hello. Do I see the participants? No. Ricky. I get very worried about making sure I draw all the necessary details, and I tend to forget that, you don't have to draw everything, you just need to draw a lot of things. Just enough to sell the people on the idea. You know? I say this is like an era. Like, one thing I like about fantasy is when they still have electricity, but things are like still obviously a bit low tech electricity. So they have light fixtures in this fantasy world. Ah. Right. Why does that seem more? Probably because it's more angled, relatively. So there'd probably be another light fixture right here. Did I do that right? Yeah. No, I did not do that right. I think. Anyway. So these are the little lights. Do. I'm gonna roughen these tiles with a freehand, so they look a bit more natural and gives a little bit more of an organic feel. You know? Can give you the idea that these are a bit worn. So it makes more sense if these. This is honestly all my brain can handle right now. Like, honestly. It might be also because I'm hungry. I'm gonna write down 10, 14, 20, 20. BG1. I like using BG for environment shorthand. I'm gonna call it today. I'm not. I want to do some practice on my own, do some personal studies and stuff. Things like that. I'll look up some cool environments to like reference and copy and stuff to see if I can recreate it. To get in the heads of like the whoever drew it and stuff. Look at real life photos and all that. Maybe do some studies in my own room. See how I can do that. So yeah, thank you for coming to the stream. I'm gonna be trying to do at least update streams to this weekly. Just so I'm. It's often enough where I think about it, but not too often enough where I have trouble just keeping up the motivation and energy to it, and things like that. Yeah. I'm just gonna be doing some drawing on my own. Doing some here, gotta practice and stuff. hopefully I can make some progress. And I'm going to be recreating this drawing at the end of the month, like from scratch. Again, just to see like how much I improve. I'm not expecting to improve a ton. It's just going to be a month of dedicated practice. This is going to be what I'm going to be primarily practicing in my art, aside from just doing stuff for fun, just for motivation and stuff. Because once I started doing some of the lines on the doors, it felt pretty satisfying to do, like to see like starting to come together. Got the new line here. But yeah. Maybe I'll design the maid and the pompous guy. Pompous rich dude. And stuff. I forgot about the little box over here. I'm gonna draw the little box. Yeah. Just a little box. I'm not sure what the box contains. It's just a box. It just sits right there. Alright, so yeah, that'll be it for the stream. I'm gonna go have some I guess lunch. But yeah. Thank you for coming to the stream and hope you all have a good day. Bye bye.